Previously on Realms and Nerds, The Return of Ornon.
A certain tiefling fire wizard, carrying the name Maleocholas, brutally dismembers and disembowels Mikhail's mother, father, and young sister.
The temple at the center of the city is the main basis for life here. If we can take that part, I believe they may surrender. There is a large archway. Purple light pulses almost from the edges, and in the center, you see a scene of utter destruction.
That's hell. That is 100% hell.
You hit Diretta directly in the side of the neck, and she finally succumbs to her wounds and drops to the ground. Over the next couple of minutes, Ezra's troops are able to quickly overwhelm the remaining few Drow as they no longer have a dragon backing them up, and now the area has been cleared. Just as you come into sight of this portal, you see Tiamat priests arranged in an intricate pattern around the portal, and it forms this long chain that leads up to a lone figure standing directly in front of the portal. And this lone figure is Maleocholas. All of the figures have dropped to the ground, drained of life. He brings his gaze down and focuses directly on you, his eyes glowing with a deep ember red. And he looks directly at Mikhail, and he winks, and then steps backwards through the portal. About 30 minutes has passed since Maleocholas stepped through the portal to hell, and the scene around the portal is still pretty gruesome. There are about 100 bodies of dead Tiamat acolytes strewn about the floor. What have you guys been doing?
Piling them up to burn them.
Seebo is kind of in shock a little bit about the fact that they just missed him, and if they would have just been a little bit quicker. Like, he's almost like just mad, not necessarily at anyone, but mad that this is the situation and that Maleocholas got away. I mean...
Right.
Allegedly.
Joshamee is praying to whatever deities may be out there that they don't have to go through the portal to hell.
Ryder's talking to his insiders in the Hellosphere to see where Maleocholas might have went.
Rhomash is piling up bodies to burn them.
You already said that.
I was joking at first, but now I'm serious.
I'm reckoning my
They're worshippers of Tiamat. We can't allow these blasphemers to be buried.
Did we kill these worshippers of Tiamat, or did Maleocholas?
Oh, he sucked the life out of them.
He sucked the life out of them.
He gave them
briefly.
You missed like this domino effect of siphoning life from everybody in
Bronson,
a big old ring.
Bronson,
No, I
he gave
remember
him,
now.
He gave him the big suck.
I remember now. Yeah.
And then one hell of a suck.
Oh, that sucks.
Seebo would like to do what he always do. Look around and see what people had on.
Okay, Seebo starts looking around. Mikhail, Michael has grabbed you and kind of pulled you over to an area of the room, not really a corner, but just kind of a pillar where there isn't really anybody else around.
So, what's the battle plan for the group that's descending into hell with me?
Listen, Mikhail, I think maybe you need to let this one go.
That's going to be a hard no.
Listen, this is hell we're talking about. You can't ask these people to go in there with you.
I've died more times than the average man.
But... Mikhail, listen to me. This is hell. I don't even know if Bahamut's power will still go with you into these planes. This is the realm of Tiamat. I don't know.
Is not Bahamut more mighty than Tiamat?
Of course, but right on Tiamat's doorstep, I don't know exactly how much help you'll have. You could be cut off completely.
Then you're saying that nobody will follow me.
Well, he has to come out at some point. Why don't we can guard the portal. We can wait for him to reappear. He can't stay in hell forever.
I do believe that the best strategy would be to regroup. So, I'm not suicidal by any means. Though I see my mission clearly before me.
Mikhail, I won't stop you, but I am warning you, I think that this might be a mistake.
I have never felt more sure about something other than the day when I saw my enemy for the first time after he carved out the insides of my own kin.
But exactly, this is revenge for you. I feel maybe your mind is clouded.
It is not clouded. I have spent over 150 years in training and meditation purely so I could know my purpose. And the last purpose that was set before me before I left my temple was to exterminate this foul one, Maleocholas, in the name of Bahamut and remove his stain. And then I can ascend to the rank of High Priest.
I can see clearly that you have strong conviction on this. Very well. I have voiced my hesitations, and I will no longer try to dissuade you. Do as you will.
Again, I'm not suicidal, but if you think he might come out again through the door from whence he came, I cannot imagine he would want to abide upon the plains of hell when he chooses immortality among the living at the cost of many other souls.
Well, I have other matters to attend to. I will leave you be. And he's gonna go off and start kind of directing some of his troops.
Mikhail resumes drawing in the dirt.
Okay. Seebo, what are you looking for? Just like what the people have on them?
Well, I mean, he needs to collect some arrows.
I do also need to collect some
And
arrows.
he's been looking for some hand crossbows. I don't know if anybody would have something like that, but it's something he's looking for.
Okay, I think the people down here in the basement area by the portal were all priests, so they didn't really have a lot of weapons.
They have on them.
Really, not a whole lot. I mean, they got like the robes that they're wearing. A couple of them have, various spell components and whatnot in their pockets.
But no kind of artifacts, no kind of gold, nothing like that.
No, nothing of substantial value. No.
Alright, he also, well, I guess maybe when he gets back up to the top, I assume they're going to regroup out of not next to the portal. But he plans on going up.
Okay.
And he wanted to take Rhomash to the pedestal where he originally found the staff.
Okay.
To see if it can have any kind of ability to repair.
That would be nice.
So.
Okay. Rhomash, are you go? I guess.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. This role play. So.
Hey, yo, Rhomash.
What's up?
Hey, so I'm really sorry about breaking your staff, man. I know, and I don't want to bring it up so soon, but I think I might know a way to fix it. I mean, at least I'm willing to try if you are.
Well, I mean, any reason to fix the Mighty Morphin core staff would work for me.
Yeah, okay. Just it's a few floors up.
All right, let's do it. And I guess we're going off to fix the Mighty Morphin core staff.
Okay. So you guys are heading off that way. For Ryder, you said he was talking to his, extra planar information hub, I guess.
I think he's talking to, I think he might be talking to Shidon about, hey, this fucker's in hell. How, in the 9 hells, how do we, have you heard anything about it? Is anything stirring up? But eventually she says, hey, no, I don't know anything. And so he saunters over to Mikael and he looks at him and he says, hey buddy, what are you drawing? Is this a diagram of hell? What are you doing, buddy?
I'm observing the construction of the portal. I need to make notes on how ancient and understand its roots. Maleocholas might have knowledge that precedes even my understanding.
Yeah, he probably does, buddy. I have a feeling he's been there more than a few times. You're not thinking about going in there after him, are you? Because that would be suicide for anybody who isn't fiend-touched.
Fiend-touched as in this would allow me to not be charging to my own death, you are...
I have a feeling that as soon as somebody, not like me, is gonna try to jump in there, I have a feeling that they're gonna try to get ya.
What's the basis of your logic here?
Because everybody in the hells kind of sort of looks like me and has a sort of aura like me.
If you are referring to your demonic appearance and stench...
Oh, that's a low blow. That's a really low blow, buddy. I'll remember that next time you need a little healing, but...
You reek like the rogue.
Oh.
You would pick a pocket of it would serve your coin purse better.
Oh, wow. I'll remember this. I will certainly remember this. What did I ever say to you to get you to do this to me? You know what, I'm just gonna go back to doing what I was doing. I hope you rot in hell.
Well, as it appears, that is the first destination before me. You may get your wish sooner than you desire.
Alright. Joshamee, what are you up to right now?
Basically, it's just kind of standing alone, thinking, please don't make me go into this hell. Please, whatever gets me out there. I know I don't talk to you very much, but I just really don't want to go to hell yet. Oh, you're going. It's inevitable.
If I was actually in the thoughts of Dracarys at this moment, he'd be like, well, fuck, we already descended through the plains of doom. How much different is going into hell?
Simple man, simple thoughts.
Yeah.
Alright, let's jump back to Seebo and Rhomash. I think you probably can find this table with, very little difficulty. You more or less remember where you were. Alright, so you've made your way to the table.
Oh,
and
right.
I will say it looks the same as it looked when you were here last time. Nobody appears to have disturbed it.
Okay, so this right here, this is where I found the staff originally.
Alright.
So, could I touch it, perhaps?
Considering what happened last time, that's probably not a good idea. How about you just talk me through this?
Okay, well, I mean, I don't really know what to do, but I was just gonna throw it back on the pedestal.
Rhomash takes the staff and sets it down on the pedestal.
Okay, and I think there's a couple of holders there that sort of the staff rests into. Okay, so it's now sitting on the pedestal.
Is something supposed to be happening?
I don't really know. I'm just spitballing here. I mean, she was gonna kind of investigate around the pedestal, see if there's any kind of anything that looks.
Can Rhomash do
special.
an Arcana check of the pedestal or something?
Yeah, go ahead and do an Arcana check.
Okay, can I do a perception check? Can I do a perception check on the table?
Sure.
I got a 13.
28.
Okay, Rhomash, you can sense that this table has some kind of ability to channel magical energy. Seebo, you have noticed that near the bottom of the table there are a couple of handles sort of carved into the framework of the table that looks like you could hold on to them.
Seebo just kind of grabs them, gives them a little tug.
Okay. Nothing really happens.
Okay.
What you doing there?
There's these handles. I don't know. Maybe you can pull something out. He's kind of just messing with it.
Okay. Here, let me give it a try.
Yeah, sure.
Rhomash grabs the handles, start fiddling with them, see if they do anything.
Okay. Rhomash, do a roll a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
That's an unnatural 20.
Okay. You rest your hands on these handles for a couple seconds, and then you feel a kind of a surge of magical energy come, sort of down your shoulders, out your hands, and the table, kind of all of the carvings and inlays on it briefly light up, and then the two pedestal holders that are holding the staff also light up, and the staff goes snap and is repaired.
Woo! Hey, look at that.
Whoa! Good job!
Mission accomplished, baby.
High five! Yeah! Woo!
And Rhomash picks up the Mighty Morphin quarterstaff.
Okay.
And I guess we're going back to...
Yeah, I was going to go up, just kind of go investigate the battle scene a little bit.
All right, I'm going to go back downstairs and see what the guys are up to.
But yeah, hey, if Mikhail's trying to go to hell, tell him that he should definitely wait for everybody to be ready. Because I'm not opposed to going to hell. Just okay.
All right.
Michael is preparing to head back upstairs from the portal room. Before he does, he announces to everyone that he's looking for some volunteers to form search parties to move through the city and make sure that they've cleared out all of the enemies.
Hey, Michael.
Yes, Rhomash.
Okay, so I know the whole... I think the whole idea was to come here and defeat them and all, but how are we supposed to get out of this place?
What do you mean, out of the city?
If I remember them telling me this correctly after I had my brain put back in, aren't we, stuck in this underground place or something, and we're trying to find a way out?
I mean, that is the long-term goal, yes. We still have the portal established to our castle up above. At this point, we are looking to see if any of the magic items here in the city can be used to open the dome that encases the plains.
Oh, shoot, I'll help with that.
Okay. So that would probably be investigating here in the temple.
Alright. Rhomash will help out with that.
Hold on, sir. I'm sorry. Did I hear you say people are going to be doing stuff that is not going to happen?
Yes, we need to clear out the rest of the city, make sure that there are no more enemies in hiding.
Is there a third option where I don't have to go searching for people that want to kill me?
I mean, I suppose you could just stand here.
But here is right by this portal to hell. There's not really... Hey, where's he going?
Listen, Jamie, is it?
Yeah, Jamie. That'll do.
Okay, Jamie. I'm not your babysitter. I have a lot of men to command, so do as you would like.
What did you just tell Dragon Bud?
I'm sorry, Jamie, but I have a feeling that the work that he's doing may be a bit above your pay grade.
Bet. You know what? We'll see about that. Joshua's gonna run after Rhomash.
Okay.
Because, him grabbing magical items ended well last time.
Sure did. He gave us this great campaign to play in.
Without him, we would be bored.
Okay. Mikhail and Ryder, are you guys just staying down here?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go to... Ryder's probably going to go to hell, because why not? It seems like fun. Hell is always fun, isn't it?
Of course. It's something.
Depends on which level of hell you're in, but yes.
You go to heaven for the weather and hell for the company, right? That's how it goes?
Yeah, I mean...
Not too many blokes in the up north up there. Most of them get down under. I just called Australia hell.
I mean, Britain used to send its worst criminals there, so...
You know what they say, Australia doesn't actually exist.
Neither do birds.
Birds are real.
Invented in 1983. The Reagan administration killed them all. The birds are work for the bourgeoisie.
Okay. So, Rhomash, you head up to the top level, I guess, with Joshamee following you.
Now, Joshamee, don't touch anything.
Listen, I remember
Don't
more.
touch
I
anything.
remember more shit than you. I should take point.
Don't touch anything.
You're not.
No.
Unless I'm,
No. Don't touch anything.
unless I'm mistaken, you're not my mom or dad, so you can't tell me what the fuck to do or not do.
Well, I could cut your hands off.
Oh. Who could play at that game?
Yeah,
You
but
lost your brain once, you can lose it again. You know what? You know what? Fine. We'll just keep going, and I'll,
try to restrain yourself.
we'll
at
play
least.
this fight here.
We are one character short of officially just flipping each other off this round.
So anyways,
So do we get to heal up during this time?
I was gonna say, I was mostly just sitting on the ground.
I assume at some point we'll get a long rest, so...
It doesn't matter to me.
We're not...
I'm at full health!
I'm almost at full health, so...
I mean,
I need some.
I would say assume you tell like your spell slots back.
We're not in a fight, so...
Yeah,
I'm not
my
severely...
spell slots
bad.
are expended.
I have one spell slot left.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do that right now, you can. I was going to give you an opportunity for that soon, and we were just kind of...
Okay.
I felt like it would be awkward to go directly from a battle to just immediately... Let's all just go lay down for 8 hours, you know?
I got you.
But...
I don't think we're ready for the long rest.
Exit your save and go into the continue just so that you can take a long autosave.
Dark Souls
Sure.
running all the way back to the fire just so you can save your progress.
Anyways, so Rhomash, you and Seebo meet up with Jarrus, who has come into the city apparently after the battle and is now in the temple. And together you go upstairs into the kind of library study areas to look through the books to see if you can find anything important.
Alright, can I do an investigation check then?
We're going to come back to that, actually. We're going to...
After this quick break.
And we're back! No, we're just... I'm just going to assume you guys are up there investigating for a while. We're just going to... We'll jump back to that in a minute. Alright, so... When Michael got up to the top, he again put out the call if anybody else wanted to join in these patrols going out looking around for enemies. Seebo, are you going to join up, or are you doing something else?
Yeah. I mean, he still gets to loot, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've been up at the top for a little bit now.
Okay. Has he got arrows?
Yeah, I won't even make you roll. I'm just going to say you're able to fill your arrows back up, because there was literally hundreds of archers here, so I cannot fathom how you wouldn't be able to find a full quiver of arrows.
And did he find any hand crossbows, perhaps?
He did not.
Okay.
There was not any hand crossbows.
Worth trying.
Seebo's going to sack the city.
Alright, well, he'll go out with the crew.
Okay, so Seebo, you are out with the crew. Go ahead and do a, how about an investigation check for me? See how good you guys are at finding people.
Nat 20.
Damn.
Nat 20.
You and your crew find literally so many stragglers. It's not even funny.
Gotta find them all. Gotta get them all.
He did Assassin's Creed look around from the top of the tower. And highlighted everyone for every other player.
Yep. He's like, okay, let's go.
You and your squad of guys clear out half the city by yourself. You're just so good at this.
Yeah.
Just stands.
We're pretty cool. I mean,
and it looks like it's randomly into the sky, but every now and then you hear it. The body.
Something like that. You know what it is? He probably used his monocle because he can go around all sneaky, find people without them even knowing he's there.
come through walls.
Right. All right, so Rhomash, you can go ahead and do your investigation check now.
And I critically failed that, so not
Okay.
so good at them investigations.
Rhomash investigates his fingernails for 3 hours.
All right, Rhomash, you are not. You've been in here a couple hours now, digging around, looking at different books, and you are not finding anything that seems overly important. You know, I mean, obviously there is a wealth of knowledge to be gained here, but nothing pertaining to your task at hand.
Did you guys read this Hansel and Gretel book I found? It's kind of dark.
Gransel and Heddle? Do you mean Gransel and Heddle, the classic fairy tale, Gransel and Heddle?
Yeah.
Are you dyslexic?
We can use Hansel and Gretel. I'm pretty sure that's old enough
Sure
that
it
it's
is,
public
but I mean,
domain
this
now.
is a fake world that we came up with. So why
Yeah,
not?
Gransel and Hell. It's
Hey, I mean,
it's
you
pretty
know,
dark.
infinite monkeys on infinite typewriters.
Shakespeare.
Anyways, so you have been unsuccessful for the last couple hours, and kind of sighing in frustration, you sort of turn your attention out the window, and you see Seebo's squad returning towards the front gate.
I wonder how lucky they were.
You also notice that clinging to the balcony right outside your window is a Drow assassin.
I'd like to reach out and grab him by the throat and drag him inside.
The windows are bolted shut.
I'd like to smash the window.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Smash it outward and try to, knock him off the wall.
I mean, I'd be okay with that, too. That's a 16.
Okay. You hit this window really hard and you start to crack it open. It does not completely open up. However, the assassin is alerted that his cover has been blown and he launches himself off the building directly at Seebo. Roll a perception check.
22.
Okay, you hear this window up on the second floor be violently slammed against, and you look up just in time to see someone flying through the air directly towards you.
Okay, Seebo throws up his hands and casts poison spray.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god! Ain't no dodging this shit.
They have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
What do I have to beat?
14.
That is an 11, so that's not
All right.
Oh, wow. Very hard.
Which my d12? This d12.
Falls off, jumps off the building to attack.
That's a
falls through
2.
poison cloud,
2.
hits the ground
Okay.
immediately.
You hit him with this poison, which does not do a lot of damage. However, it's enough to kind of throw him off course, and he lands on the ground right next to you, and is very quickly dealt with by the
Me and the boys
squad
got
of-
him. Me
Yeah,
and
the
boys
squad
got
of
him.
soldiers that is with you.
Well, Seebo looks up at the window and sees Rhomash. He kind of just gives him this puzzled look what the fuck just happened?
Rhomash just mouths, I don't fucking know.
Okay, Seebo, what are you gonna do now?
I mean, Seebo's really confused at what just happened. I don't know. He's running. He's kind of just in a daze again. I mean, he's been in a daze this whole time, basically. This whole battle, but I don't know. Nothing special. Just continuing back to the castle.
Okay. So Rhomash, you've just seen this this event happen. What are you doing?
Rhomash whips around and says to the room at large,
Guys, there are still Drow assassins in the keep. Keep your heads on the swivel.
Okay. That's why people were going out to kill them.
No,
Which
there was
is
one.
what I was
No, listen to me. There was literally one hanging out on the wall. And when I tried to break the window open to get at him, he jumped off. And luckily, Seebo was able to throw a little what looked like acid in his face. And then the squad just murdered his ass. But I mean, there could be more of them. So we really need to flush them out of this keep.
Maybe next time actually do better at your job than at killing the dude.
Don't make me smash your face through that window.
I mean, apparently you can't smash through the window, period, so, but whatever. Can Joshamee do the investigation or whatever it was that Mosh was doing in this room? We gotta roll.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have Joshamee roll this at disadvantage because he doesn't really know anything about magic.
Sparkle, sparkle.
I mean, technically speaking,
9.
Yeah, he does.
That hurts.
I mean, you
That
lost,
really
you lost
hurts.
most of your memories.
But instinct.
It's true. Instinct is still there.
He still has magical abilities. Okay. Yeah, I think you find a couple books that look like they might be of some kind of interest, but nothing like concrete or anything like that.
I think I did better than you, but I don't think any of these are it, so let's keep moving on.
Okay. It's been a few hours more now. The city, all the key points have been locked down, and some of the guards, or some of the soldiers, rather, are starting to take shifts resting and, trying to get their strength back up, grabbing a meal, things like that. Would you guys like to join them?
Rhomash would like to keep investigating. Can I do another investigation check? Or you want me to wait?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do another investigation.
That's terrible on you.
Oh my god. That was a 5. Not much better. I suppose it's better than a critical fail.
We might have to ban the use of that chair. Yeah, you, again, you find a couple books that look maybe promising, but nothing particularly good.
The Princess and the Peanut. Childish.
Yeah, okay. Josh was going to do an investigation check. Remind me again, you never told me exactly what I'm looking for.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe some form of, maybe an incantation of sorts. I don't fucking know.
Okay,
We're trying to remove
we're already on a wild...
We're trying to remove the dome. Maybe something that dispels magic.
Oh, yeah, we're trying to remove the dome, that's right. So something for that. Am I still at a disadvantage?
No, I'll say you can roll normally now because you've been given some guidance.
Maybe a book on transmutation.
Well, that's 7 anyway.
We suck at what we're doing.
Okay.
My investigation's only +2.
Yeah, mine +1 if he's fully there.
Yeah, I think at this point, the particular room you're in, you've tapped it out. There's nothing else to look at in here.
All right, Joshamee. We've been doing this for hours. This room is clearly not going to give us anything. Let's check elsewhere.
You're not my dad, you can't tell me what to do, but I agree.
Right.
All right. So Ryder and Mikhail, it's been a good probably 8 hours at this point. Are you guys still just like chilling in the basement, or have you guys moved somewhere?
I've kind of moved amongst the soldiers, see who is feeling like they are in agreement that this could be their last mission. Like, they've already seen a lot of their friends die, and maybe it is time to descend into the depths of hell, even if it is to kill this guy. He's really looking for the guys out there that do not give up the fuck.
Okay.
He's trying to assemble a few guys. If you haven't.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
So I guess this would be more of a charisma check.
Yeah, let's do that as charisma. We'll see how persuaded they are by your charming conviction.
That's a critical fail.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody.
That's bullshit! I don't want to go to hell!
So,
yeah, so I think pretty much everybody is kind of with you on this whole daring mission thing until you mention the words going to hell, and then everybody kind of
Just like,
looks away.
yo, bro, like I thought it was free chocolate, man.
so
You had one guy that seemed like maybe he was interested, but about 5 minutes later, then some of the medical personnel came and took him away. Apparently, he was severely brain damaged in the fight and is like clinically insane, so they're not letting him go
A little
anywhere.
bit of shell shock going on.
so if Mikhail gives us Zavala's speech, then Ryder gives the Cade 6 speech telling them that there'll be a ton of gold in that pit, and that they'll have a ton of
tons of loot!
persuasion, you said? That would be a 15 then.
Yeah, I think with a 15, you're able to convince a few of the soldiers that, to at least consider the idea that maybe they can pull this off.
Could I somehow, instead of using persuasion, could I use performance and really ham it up and be super hammy and use performance instead of persuasion?
I guess,
Do you want me to roll again?
yeah, roll a performance check for me.
That's a 25.
Okay. I guess sing these guys a song.
Down to the depths of hell, there's a lot of shit to get. I promise that you'll each come out richer than, I don't know, the guy that lives in your castle, the king guy, the king. You have a king there, don't you? Azra?
Ezra.
Wait,
You'll-
is Seebo there to help him with that name?
I think it's Jim in the corner. It's like, Azra.
You mean Ezra?
Yeah, you'll all come out richer than Azla. These guys, I swear to you,
Who's
they
Ezra?
Listen, you're throwing off my groove. I'm trying my best. You're throwing off my groove, alright, bruh?
Oh, your groove sucks.
Just straight silence, crickets.
Of course, he's the only heckler. Everyone else is just shunning him right now.
Okay, was that good enough?
I'll go.
Yeah, so you sung a song, and I think you get a few more people that are willing to come with you.
Yeah, coming down the stairs, hearing the tune singing about riches carried up through the halls is Joshamee. You know what? If it'll make me richer than a stupid king, I'll go.
Yeah, these demons are straight hoarders. They have tons and tons of gold. It's stupid.
Sold. To the best rogue in the world.
I didn't see Seebo around here.
Damn. Got it.
Like I said.
Okay,
La-di-da-di-da.
so you got a good group built up here. What are you guys doing now?
I guess I'm yeeting myself into hell.
Oh God.
I'll
Don't say that if that's a joke. Is that for real?
seeing as everybody's ready to descend down into hell, and we have all of
Rhomash is not going to hell.
me, Mikael, I guess Joshamee, and our soldiers are ready to go down to hell, and Ryder is very fluent in hell. He just jumps right into the portal.
Do you mean infernal?
No, I think he meant like the place.
Oh,
He's jumping straight into
Going home.
hell.
Oh, you're just like going right now.
Oh my God. Did you even long rest it?
yeah, we long rested. We've been resting for 8 hours. I have all my spell slots back.
I critically failed on convincing anybody.
I guess Rhomash did.
I guess before he runs in there, he gives a wink to Mikael, and then he just jumps right in.
Okay, well, are you guys still down in the below area? I thought Mikael said that he went upstairs.
Did you go upstairs?
Or did I mishear that? I thought you said that you went up to, like, mix among the soldiers. Or were you just
I did mix among the soldiers to see who was ready to go to hell.
Okay, I guess I didn't clarify. Were you doing that just down in the area by the portal?
I was more or less finding where everybody was kind of grouping together.
Okay.
And if they weren't standing watch around the portal, then I imagine it was around kind of the area or...
Yeah, okay, so yeah,
You always
okay.
The dice on short rest.
Okay, there was some that were staying to guard the portal, but the majority of the soldiers went upstairs to, like, eat some food and stuff, so...
Oh, I guess I'm up there then. I guess I was up on a table just
So if you want to yeet into hell, you've got to go back downstairs first.
Okay. So I guess he gives a wink to Mikael, and he starts leading everybody who wants to go down and get a ton of loot and raid hell down to the hell portal.
In a world of utter randomness, one podcast stood out from the bunch, and it was The Amazing World of Talking Shiz.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Yeah, it's just mainly randomness. and focus
It's
is
definitely
not being
not there.
focused on at all.
No. Our podcast is definitely no theme at all. It's literally random and talk about literally everything and throwing in random jokes at any given time.
Yeah. We're on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. So go ahead, tune in. New episodes weekly.
And we're international.
International.
Very,
Yes.
very well. So tune in. Follow us on Twitter. See you there.
Hey everybody, RJ here. Thank you so much for listening to episode 32 of the Return of Ornon campaign. I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween and a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful November. This month just kind of zipped by, I swear. I swear it was like the 5th, and then all of a sudden it was like the 10th, then it was the 23rd, and I was like, what? So, yeah, it's been... I always forget how quickly the end of the year rolls by sometimes. One thing that I would like to start doing when we can is reading a review from the podcast that is left on one of the listening platforms. So if you'd like to hear me read your review of our podcast, go ahead and leave a review on your podcast listening platform of choice if they have it. Don't forget also to rate the podcast. Both of those really help. Obviously, the thing that helps the most, though, is listening to the show, which you're already doing, so great job, thank you, and sharing the show with other people that you think might enjoy the show. So this review comes from KT and OT. It says, "Did you see any bright lights? 5 stars. I am new to this world, but listening to this podcast at work really made my day more enjoyable. Each host brings their own distinctive flair to the narration, and I had a chuckle or two. Subscribe and listen now." So thank you so much, KT and OT. They left that review over on Apple Podcasts. I don't know offhand what platforms allow reviews, but I do know that you can find our podcast as well on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Google Podcasts. We host through Podbean, and I know you can leave reviews there. So, again, if you'd like to hear me read your review of our podcast on the show, then just go ahead and write a review, and when I find them, I've been kind of starting to peruse and looking for them, I will read them one per episode right now on the podcast, unless we suddenly get an influx of them. Don't forget to check out the podcast promo at the start and end of the commercial break. It really means a lot to me if you help support our fellow podcasters as well. Don't forget that you can also follow us on social media. We are on Twitter, as long as that's staying afloat. Facebook, Instagram, I think TikTok. Basically, if we have a social media presence on some social media site, just search Realms and Nerds and you'll find us. So, if you would like to watch me play video games over on Twitch and help me out with my content creation outside of this podcast, I currently stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, approximately 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, over at twitch.tv/redsun55gaming. The link for that, as well as our podcast promos and anything else relevant to the episode and the podcast, is going to be in the episode description. The stream, unlike this podcast, is generally family-friendly. However, there are some streams from time to time, usually when I'm playing games with friends, where I turn off the family-friendly tag because I can't guarantee it would be family-friendly then. So if you'd like to go check that out, again, the link is in the description. Thank you again to our friend Kyle for composing the show's main theme. We really do appreciate you, bud. Thank you again, obviously, to you as well, listeners, for taking the time out of your day to listen to our podcast. We really, really, really appreciate it. I have talked plenty long enough at this point. Hope you all have a great day, great week, great whatever it is until I talk to you again with the next episode. And until then, I hope you enjoy the rest of episode 32 of the Return of Ornon campaign.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve.
And I'm Izzy.
And this is Everything I Learned from Movies. And tonight, like every night, we bring you questionable movies and pass the lessons that we've learned on to you, as well as we go over some great beer and funny third thing.
Yes, we're excellent beer reviewers, and as BJCP certified beer judges, we sort of know what we're talking about in regards to that. The movies?
So if you want to hear us talk about odd movies and Izzy talking about BJing,
woo!
Listen to us at eilfm.podbean.com. That's everything I learned from movies.podbean.com.
Hey honey, are you ready to pop that top? Woo! My top!
What did Seebo do?
I don't know. What did Seebo do? Is he even here for this?
I mean, like, that's what I'm wondering. Did the party come back to the castle? Like, where are they? Where are you guys in the city?
They're in the temple.
In the temple?
Yeah. You guys came back to the temple. Okay. I don't know where you are specifically in the temple.
Well, if I see him just leading troops out, I mean, like, I'm going to tell him not to go to hell right now.
Okay.
Need a substantial reason. These soldiers are inspired.
I mean, I'm just like, I don't know where you're at. If you think you saw him, then go for it.
Hey, Ryder!
Like, brah, you ever play Borderlands? Like, that much loot everywhere.
Hey, Ryder!
Yeah?
Where you going, mate?
We're going to hell.
Right, wait, you going to hell right now?
Yeah.
Into the motherland!
The German army march!
Okay, okay, everybody, just go back to the bar and get some drinks and get a nice night's sleep, and then we can go right hell, okay?
We've been standing around for 8 hours. We got a good sleep.
Let's do some persuasion there, bud.
Are you the DM?
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna... at this point, I already said that Ryder inspired these guys.
All right. Well,
he
would like to persuade them, then.
Okay.
20, unnatural.
Okay, make a counter argument.
Guys, look. I know that there are plenty more people that will be open to the idea of going to hell if we just give them a little bit more time. The portal's not going anywhere. We got people guarding it. We can all just take one night to just relax and enjoy a few little tunes, have a few drinks, have a nice hot meal, bathe, and you know what? Then maybe we can then we can go to hell.
Yeah, I am awful tired. Maybe it'd be better to get a little bit of rest in or before we go.
The more I stand around waiting to go to hell, the less I want to go, so...
Joshamee, what are you doing here?
I heard something...
I know that your cowardly ass doesn't want to go to hell. Go back inside, get a fucking pint, and enjoy yourself.
There was something about loot. You know what?
Hey.
I had the thing to
we
prove.
Doing this
I'll go
again?
back and prove that.
More singing?
Sure.
Well, that's a 17. Yeah, I'm not gonna win this. I didn't win.
Okay, yeah, I think,
Oh, go ahead.
I'll put it this way. I think that Seebo maybe didn't convince everybody to walk away right now, but he convinced a significant portion of the people you had assembled that maybe it's better to, wait a second and not just walk in there right now, get rested up first. Ryder, you've lost a significant portion of the troops you had assembled. Are you, going to continue on with what you've got, or are you going to...
Hey, Ryder, look. You're going to hell.
You're my least favorite person right now. You can...
All right, mate. Look, mate. He's gonna go a little bit closer, and he's gonna calm down, and he's gonna be like, look, you don't even got Mikael. He's sitting in the bar right now, having a meal. And you know what? If he wants that guy dead more than anybody else, I mean, I don't know why you don't have him on your team right now.
We might have had an argument.
An argument?
But, yeah. Don't worry about it. It's between me and him. I guess as much as I'd like to go, I guess I can hold off for one night.
See, that's the spirit, mate. Come on. And he kind of takes puts his arm around him and leads him. Turns him around towards the tavern.
Okay.
And then Seebo's gonna bring him to the front door, and then he's gonna go around back, and he's gonna spark up a little bowl.
Okay. Seebo has stepped outside for a few minutes.
Can I roll to smell that almighty kush?
Sure.
A perception check?
Let's do perception check, yeah.
That is a 23.
Yeah, you catch a whiff.
You probably even
strain.
He walks out there to Seebo and is like, "You didn't tell me that you liked to party."
I mean, it's the finest of the White Timber Grove.
I've seen this before. You know the necromancer.
Yeah, Larson. We actually were planning on going back to him, see if he could revive our dead friend.
Can I,
Of course, my manners, where are they?
He doesn't even care about the dead friend. He's just like,
You don't give a shit.
He hands him the bowl.
So Seebo and him enjoy each other's company and have a little fun. Yeah. Shut up.
Burned out of it. Oh yeah, after Seebo kind of talked long enough that Joshamee was disinterested in going to hell anymore, he went back to trying to prove that he could find the stuff to help get him back out with Rhomash.
Okay, so you're gonna go back up to the words. You need to go back up to the library areas.
Yeah, back up where Rhomash is.
Okay.
What's up, lobotomy boy? I'm back.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they were. I heard something. I'm sure you heard it too about the gold down in hell. But then that kind
Not
of
interested.
That kind of sputtered out. So I'm back to prove I'm useful.
Okay, Joshamee. I would like you to roll an investigation check with advantage this time.
Well, I don't need to roll a second time because that's a nat 20 plus 2, 22.
Let's save.
Okay. Joshamee, this is a different room from where you were before. And once you walked in and started to investigate through the bookshelves, and I mean, you don't know much about these books, so, you were kind of just aimlessly wandering through the stacks, hoping that one would catch your eye. But what caught your eye was not a book, but rather a bookshelf. Because you noticed that right where one of the bookshelves meets the wall, there is a thin crack that tells you that there is something being concealed.
I don't mean to burst or I'm better than you bubble, but there's something behind this bookshelf. And while I am strong, I do not know if I'm strong enough to move this gigantic bookshelf myself.
Well, I'll give it to you. You are perceptive. Let's see what's behind it.
So Rhomash goes to
not so bad yourself.
move the bookshelf with him.
Okay. Both of you do strength checks for me.
That's an 18.
That's a 6.
So Rhomash does all the work.
Yeah, Rhomash does most of the work here. So you pull and are able to just slide this bookshelf over enough that it reveals a thin corridor, probably only about 2 feet wide, and it appears to be running, Joshamee, you can tell just based on your knowledge of the construction of the building, it appears that this thin corridor is running, inside of one of the walls.
Well, first of all, big thanks for help moving the bookshelf. I tried my best. It was definitely a lot heavier than I even thought, which I thought it was heavy, so yeah.
Well, that's why they keep Dragonborns around. All we're good for is lifting.
They sure do. That's why I like my buddy Jarrus so much. Anyways, this hallway thing is inside the wall. It's not a regular hallway. It's a sneaky hallway.
Yeah, the 2 feet wide corridor would make sense. So, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Do you have night vision?
No, but I can use magic.
I'll go first.
We also have those helmets with lights on.
Do we still have
I do. Yeah, it's still part of my inventory.
Yeah, I mean, has it been...
Have they been damaged or anything? I mean, Rhomash probably put it away in his pack with the fight.
This is so we can see this Underdark thing.
That would give you some measure of light in here, I guess. I mean, they're mostly designed for seeing through that, smog that you had to deal with in the Underdark, but
never mind.
You would get some kind of an illumination from that.
Listen, it's not just the fact that I can see in the dark. I'm also quite a bit stealthier than you. I'm the greatest hero. Actually, you don't know, because you forgot, because you
don't need to know, just
I still
lead
heard
the
of the
way.
greatest hero in the world. How about that?
Here we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right. Anyways, let's go.
And I guess we're sliding our way through this here corridor.
Okay, you slide down this corridor a good ways before it takes a sharp turn and drops down a few steps. And Joshamee, I'd like you to do a let's say this is just a wisdom check.
That's a 6.
Okay. You're not really sure exactly where this ends up. However, it opens up into a smallish room, and inside of there are a couple of bookshelves that contain approximately 150 books.
Why a secret passage to somewheres with even more books?
Oh, you know these are valuable books.
Valuable?
Oh, yeah, they're hidden. Hold on. Whoa. Rhomash is going to grab him by the shoulders. Now, hold on there, bud. Let me have a peek in a few of them. And if there's nothing important in them towards our goal, I'll give them to you. How's that sound?
Are you gonna...
Just let me have a look first. I'm the magic boy.
Because I want to...
You're the guy all about money. Just let me do my thing, and then you can have at the...
It hurts, but I'll let you because I want out of this place.
Are you gonna light a torch or something, or are you doing this in the dark?
Produce flame, baby. Just light it in
You're not
my
going to burn
hands.
a book?
What happens is when I do that, a flame lights in my hand, and I can throw it. That's how I attack with it. But unless I do that, it just sits in my hand. And it's not a big flame, so it's in the balls.
Okay.
Scratch that. Hard scratch that. Hard scratch that.
Very.
I've still got that magic issue that if I were to accidentally roll badly on my magic check, I could light the entire room. So let's not do that. Rhomash, thinking back to how he messes up with his magic all the time, is just going to use its tinderbox and light a torch.
Yeah, I think you can just do that. That's not really difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've lit this torch. Go ahead and roll investigation.
12.
Okay. You can tell that these books appear to be a lot more valuable, a lot more significant to your quest than the stuff you were looking at previously. However, you also get the idea that maybe you're going to need some help deciphering exactly what's contained in these books.
All right, Rhomash is going to pocket the ones he deems as most important towards their goals, and the rest he's going to leave to the machinations of our insane rogue who lit this campaign doing such things.
Why'd you pocket those ones?
They're probably the ones we're going to need to get the fuck out of here.
Let me see, maybe.
Don't touch.
Maybe I can
You are not very studied in the ways of magic. I'm going to take these to people who are, and you can siphon through the rest of them.
What language is it written in?
Do I notice what language it's written in?
Probably got to roll a check for that.
Like a history check or something? Probably.
Or Infernal.
That would be Infernal, most likely.
Wow!
I wonder if we have anyone who speaks such things.
Now this guy.
Haven't studied the ancient Drow languages for 150 years. I'm a little rusty, but let me check. I might be a little bit rusty, but
unless it's the same.
I don't
get
to
Drow that we couldn't read before.
I haven't been inside of the mouth of hell speaking to demons.
Alright, okay.
Y'all are freaking out. I haven't even told you what the book is written in yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to hear. Wouldn't that be novel?
This particular book is written in that same old Elvish script that you've seen before throughout the city.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's that really old Elvish-like thing we've been seeing all throughout the city. And I don't know if you read ancient Elvish, but I don't.
Very sorry, you lost me there.
I can't really remember if I've studied ancient Elvish or not, so I'm not gonna try and take a whack at it. I'm gonna let expert read these. You can just go with those other books. I'm gonna go back to Jarrus and let him siphon through these, and hopefully he'll be able to help me out.
And Rhomash starts making his way back out of this tiny corridor.
Oh my god, he didn't talk.
With the torch.
Oh, he's gone. God, he talks forever. Alright, let's take these books. Joshamee's gonna start swiping books.
Okay. Joshamee stuffs a good number of books into his bag.
He's at some on the black market.
Never get to the black market.
He doesn't have a dagger in his pocket this time, does he?
Watch, in one of the books is a dagger hidden in the binding. That would suck.
It's Bornon. Bornon's twin brother.
Bornon!
You're all dead. End of campaign.
The entire keep.
He's the Waluigi of his campaign.
The entire keep explodes.
Josh would also like to look around to see if there's anything outside of the books on the bookshelves that is, like, noteworthy while he's still here.
Bookends.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
18.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just books in here. You take a good look at the shelves, and you don't notice anything else.
Well, I guess it's time to leave. He's gonna start heading back out.
You head out as well. So, Rhomash, you have taken the books to Jarrus, correct?
Correct.
He is very happy to have them and immediately gets to work trying to translate them. All right, I think...
Harrison's like, I don't want to do Jarrus' voice because I don't remember him doing it.
I was just thinking about it.
No, I totally remember his voice. I just the conversation will be pretty pointless, you know? Oh, thank you very much, I'm getting ready to work, whatever. It's just easier to just say he's very happy and move on. It's kind of a pointless conversation.
You ever showed up at a cranky shop or candy shop and you're just there for a single item?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're doing. You're sparing us the dialogue, buddy.
Right. So unless anybody has any particular things they want to do, I think now's probably a good time for everybody to get some sleep in.
Woo, sweet.
Obviously, being deep underground, there is not day and night per se, but you get in a decent rest, and so now everyone well rested. I guess let me not assume. For the people that were not around for the initial discussion, have you guys filled everybody in on the plan to go into the portal?
Oh, yeah. It's the first thing I checked in with you going to the portal for pretty much everybody.
All right. So, is there any objections from anybody else to that? Well, role play. Now is the time.
I'm sorry, you guys want to do what?
We want to go to hell.
I mean, you're already going there, but you don't have to rush the experience.
It's not that bad. The people are very nice.
How would
if
you know?
Can get over the incessant screaming.
How would you know?
Living in a torturous hellmouth.
How the hell?
The more you speak, the less I want to go.
Yeah, it does not sound pleasant. I kind of
ton of
get out
loot.
of here.
Pokes the mic a couple of times.
Trying to figure out
all
who the
of the
fuck
gold.
I am.
Listen, slightly more tired me would have dove headfirst in at the sound of gold in hell, but more awake me is slightly less interested in running into.
Yeah, how many people are still down with the idea of going?
Apparently, these two
Place.
knuckleheads.
You talking about of the troops?
Yeah.
I think you probably got about 50 guys that are down for it.
Let me get this. You convince these morons to go into hell.
They're not morons.
Who,
They're very...
in the name of everything sacred, would want to walk into hell? The odds of you getting back are pretty damn slim.
Depending on who you are, honestly.
Rhomash is not convinced about going at all. It's a bad idea to him.
Mikhail's probably strongest in hell. If I know anything about Tiamat, that's where she's from, which means she probably has dominion over this place. Odds of Bahamut being strong there are pretty damn slim. So, I don't know what your plan is, but count me out. I'm going to stay here and figure out how to open up the dome. If you make it back, that's cool. See you in hell, I guess.
Yes. Do you know if there's a way out of the dome that leads out of here that is not through that portal to hell?
We're working on it. What's to say that the portal to hell leads out of here anywhere but hell?
Wait, guys, I was having an idea. What if we find another portal in hell that takes us out somewhere else in the real world, and then we're no longer in the bubble?
Wait, we're not in the real world?
I mean...
No, clearly we're in a fantasy role-playing game. Yes, we're in the real world.
My whole life's been a lie.
I'm sorry, I mean like somewhere that's not stuck down here.
More like a projection of somebody else's subconscious.
That doesn't even make sense to me, but okay.
I just want to double check. Do you guys really think going to hell is a good idea?
From what I heard from the overbearing guy that doesn't seem to like me because I can't seem to have a conversation more than 2 seconds with him before he's saying, "Oh, I got other people I got to deal with. I have a whole army." From what I overheard, he says that there's no point in going into there because all that's there is the one dude that had the domino people, and supposedly he's pointless to getting out of the dome.
I'm sorry.
What good reason do we have to go after him?
Does he have part of Ornon's soul or something like that?
He has thousands of souls that he has freed. His body count is higher than all of us in this room combined.
How the hell are we supposed to fight that?
I'm not going.
How are we supposed to fight that as we are now? We are totally not ready for a fight like that. In hell, where he's got backup by the thousands and powers we can't even fathom. We need to regroup outside the dome.
He has retreated into his hole because he is wounded. We only
wounded? Did you not see him consume 100 souls?
He winked at you and backed in. And if I know anything about badasses, that just means he's ready for a fight.
He wants you to follow him. He was taunting you.
Totally on his terms, dude. You don't want to go there.
Well, then he succeeded in taunt, for I do desire to still murder him.
Well, obviously, and that's going to happen, but let's not make it on his terms, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I would not approach a viper in its own hole.
Then you agree we don't go into the hellhole.
Sounds like a plan. Let's table this conversation for another time.
Just playing devil's advocate, when are we going to have a chance like this again?
Hopefully never.
Okay, but you're kind of new to the party, so you don't really get a say in this. So let us decide what's going to happen. No offense, but I don't know. I just get bad vibes from you and wanting to go to hell. So
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Clearly, you're literally trying to get us to
Devil's
go into hell.
advocate, yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's just not a good idea there, bud.
Suit yourself.
Is that convincing of the other two characters there?
I mean, I don't...
Why are you so smug? What you hiding?
Nothing.
I don't like him. He's shady.
I mean, okay, so where it stands now, you have 50 soldiers that are ready to go in on command.
Do we have anyone that we already know? We have Michael. Do we have Sage? Do we have
they go in without us. Never
anybody other that we know are good badasses? Perhaps other,
where's Dorn and everyone else?
No, they're not going in.
Okay. The worst part is I don't know what Harrison wants us to do.
I think
I want you to do what you want to do.
He wants us to go into hell so he can be like, and you all die.
So,
I want to go to hell because that sounds like a good story, but I also don't want to kill all of us.
So let's go around the room. Mikael, what is Mikael thinking right now?
He's thinking if this bulldog don't come out of his hole, the only place that he can go is out through a different exit, or he's gonna come back out through this way.
What is Joshamee thinking?
He's like 90% against it right now. You'd have to do a really good sell to get him to go.
What is Rhomash? Rhomash is up doing his own thing.
Rhomash is 100% against going to hell at this particular time.
What is Seebo thinking?
He's not 100% opposed to it. He wants to go to hell because that looks good on his resume, and at the same time, he also just doesn't want to die, and it seems like they might not be fully prepared for that task right now.
Ryder doesn't give two craps whether or not you guys go to hell or not, so he's pushing you towards it, but he doesn't really care either way. So if you guys say, nah, hard no, not going to hell, he'll do what you want to do. I guess we're not going to hell.
Okay, well, if you're not going to hell, what are y'all doing?
I guess we're waiting to find a way to get out of the bubble. Waiting for Larson to finish his research.
You mean Jarrus?
Jarrus to finish his research.
Honestly, I mean, are we just chilling down here in the Bloodvarn, or
do you want to go find?
Are we heading back up to the Plains of Doom?
Should we go find some more stragglers and murder them?
Interrogate them?
And murder party them?
Murder! I don't know.
I'll do it again!
Rhomash would like to help Jarrus figure out a way to open up the dome.
Joshamee will go to the bar and have some drinks.
Okay. So who's going out hunting for stragglers then?
Sounded like Ryder, Seebo, and
Alright. Yeah, so you all put yourselves to the task at hand, or tasks rather, and next several days are spent doing these various things. Okay, so I mean, I'll say you're all fairly successful in what you're doing. It's been 4 or 5 days, and Rhomash, you're working with Jarrus like you always do.
Rhomash, get a chance to remember any more spells, or would you say no?
Probably not.
Yeah. Oh well. Hope springs eternal.
And so, it's been, like I said, it's been about 4 or 5 days, and finally, Jarrus goes,
Rhomash, my boy, I don't think we can continue much farther without some sort of a key or something. I've decoded this as far as I can go, but there's some kind of I don't know, something that's missing.
Like another book that references or something? Or do you mean like an object? I mean, what are we talking about here?
No, it's some kind of a physical key.
And he points at a map of the city, pointing towards the temple that you're in, and like the shape of the temple. He says,
you can see with the shape of the temple and these different veins coming through here and the road structure, there is some kind of a power point right here in the city. But from the books that I'm reading, there needs to be some kind of an arcane a key of some kind to unlock it. And maybe once that is put in, then we would be able to free ourselves from the dome.
Very well. Any advice on what I need to look for?
No, it just says that the key was entrusted to an ally of great power, and that's it.
I'll ask around. See if anyone has any good ideas, but I think I might know who they might have been talking about.
All right, my boy, you do that, and I will continue to work here.
All right, so Rhomash is going to go to the group and explain what he was told.
Okay, so we'll say it's been about an hour. You kind of summoned everybody, and we'll say that you guys are meeting in maybe one of the side like library rooms on the second floor.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go with yada yada yada. He explains about the key.
All right, guys. You got any ideas who this powerful person entrusted with the key was? Personally,
Michael.
Okay, you're a moron. Personally, I got two ideas. It's either that queen who fucked up Brunhilde, or it was King Ezra from the Plains of Doom. Though that one seems kind of far-fetched, in my opinion.
I have a third one that you aren't going to like that much.
Okay, what's the third one?
Maleocholas.
Who?
It does seem likely.
Oh, fuck me.
Maleocholas?
You're telling me you think that the person who went to hell has the key we need to open up the dome?
I I really hate telling you this, and don't take my laughter as me being anything but truly sorry that we might have to go to hell to get out of here.
Oh, fuck me.
Can't we just, make another one?
Doubtful.
Do we even know where this key goes?
I did that to get out of jail.
Yeah, Jarrus has a pretty good idea of what we need to do with it.
Well, let's go find out the spot here in the temple, find the keyhole, see what the key is, if we know what might reference it in its size and shape, and,
Okay, I suppose we could do that by...
Give me some giant lockpicks and we'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm sure that if we tag team, we could get out even without the actual key. Pretty easy.
Except I don't think I want you there.
Probably not, considering...
Listen, it'd go better if we were both.
Hey, shut your face, dwarf, I'm talking. Shut your face before I burn it off. Anyway, he said this key is of great arcanic power. I highly doubt your rogue toolkit there is going to be able to pick this quote-unquote lock.
Listen, we'll just do what we did. So, when I had to get out of jail, we literally, made a new key and gave it the arcane thing. I don't know, the hot chick did that.
I'm sorry.
And then we got out.
I'm sorry, but this it's highly unlikely you're going to be able to replicate a key of this power.
Well, could I at least put my eyes on it?
On the key or the keyhole?
The keyhole.
I suppose I would ask Jarrus what the focal point of this is.
So I suppose we're going to Jarrus to figure out where the precise location we need the quote-unquote key is.
Alright, so,
Maleocholas' third horn.
We'll say that you,
The keyhole is his ass.
Okay, so, Rhomash, you go up to Jarrus and talk to him, and he indicates on the map where you need to look for this particular thing.
Okay, and Rhomash is going to head there straight away.
Seebo will follow.
Okay, I mean, I'm just assuming that you're bringing everybody with you.
Yeah, the whole party's coming along.
Because everybody's kind of invested in this. Okay, so you go to a section in the map, kind of in that number 6 zone right in front of the temple, and working your way through some back alleys, you arrive at a building that appears to be right exactly where Jarrus has indicated, and this one is a bit taller than the other buildings. It sticks up probably a good 2 stories above the rest of the buildings.
Rhomash enters the building.
Okay. Where are you going?
Just, I guess, floor to floor, looking around, looking for anything particularly arcanically powerful. So should I do an Arcana check or an investigation check for this?
All of you do an Arcana check. I guess everybody else that came with him just do investigation checks.
That is a critical fail.
Joshamee got a critical fail.
25.
12.
And my favorite number, 17.
Alright, so, Mikael and Joshamee and Ryder, you guys kind of just, kick around in the foyer. You just sort of looking around there. So, Seebo, there is a basement. You go down there. It appears to just be a storage area.
Okay. He's going to continue back upstairs in the room.
Okay. Rhomash, you're sensing a lot of magical energy coming from the top of the building.
Rhomash heads for the top of the building.
Come on, guys. I'm sensing a lot of, power surging from the top of this building. Maybe that's where the keyhole is.
Seebo will follow.
You can go back to the temple and have another beer.
Shut up, Joshamee.
Okay.
I'll buy you one when we get back. How's that?
Oh, Joshamee's gonna run up the stairs.
Okay. When you reach the top floor, you find that the entire top floor is bare except for a large kind of altar pedestal thing that's in the center of the room.
I would like to investigate the altar, I suppose.
Okay.
So would Seebo see if it looks like anything he saw underneath the temple?
Okay. I'll just go off your rolls from before.
So, you guys investigate this together, and you find that it definitely is putting off a lot of magical energy. This does not look like the pedestals that you saw before, insofar that you haven't seen the design before. The styling of the different carvings and runes on it does appear to be similar to what you've seen before. So this is a large, it's up on a pedestal, a cylindrical-shaped object, about 6 feet tall, and in the center of it is carved a hole, and inside of that hole is a very small pedestal with an indentation in the top that looks like it would take some kind of a medallion or something like that.
Interesting design.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of getting at what we need. Does anyone remember Maleocholas having like some kind of a medallion or necklace or something on him?
Why don't you just try a coin or something?
It's too big, Joshamee.
Oh.
Yeah, your coin wouldn't exactly work here.
Can I do like some kind of a check to see if I remember Maleocholas wearing said medallion?
Sure, go ahead and roll.
What would I be doing this with? Like history or something?
Hey, do
or
any of us
insight?
remember this?
I need like a memory check. That's what they need.
I guess
History.
yeah.
Ooh! I like a 19.
Okay. You do not. You actually don't remember any times when you were close enough to Maleocholas to be able to see anything like that.
I personally don't distinctly remember Maleocholas wearing any kind of medallion or anything.
Could I roll to see if I can remember anyone else that wears a medallion?
Okay, go ahead.
5.
Nope, you don't.
Instantly think of Mr. T and Flavor Flav.
What about Mikael?
Mikael, could you roll a history check for me? And actually, you know what? For this particular one, I want you to roll with advantage on this one.
Oh, with advantage, that would be a 20.
Mikael, as you are lost in thought examining the runes on this obelisk that's sitting here, you suddenly have a flash of a memory. A long time ago, on the night that Maleocholas murdered your parents, you remember that in the struggle, his shirt had come undone, and you noticed that around his neck he had a heavy golden chain.
I've distinctly seen this shape, and I know that there is a medallion that does fit this.
Okay, where was it?
You're not going to like the answer, Rhomash.
God.
Ryder starts laughing hysterically.
Why are we laughing? What is so funny?
Don't you get it? It's obviously around the neck of fucking Maleocholas guy.
I still don't know who that is.
Joshamee, we're going to hell.